Imagine taking your daily medications with a healthy green smoothie, thinking you're making the perfect health choice. But what if that smoothie could be silently interfering with your blood thinners? Or that bowl of roasted vegetables you love might be triggering your joint pain? The truth is, not all healthy vegetables remain beneficial as we age. In fact, some common vegetables in your kitchen right now could be affecting your health in ways you never suspected. Today, we're exposing 9 surprising vegetables that many seniors should think twice about eating, and the research behind these findings will shock you. Drop your city in the comments and hit subscribe for more vital health tips. 1. Kale. The number 1 superfood that could be secretly harming your health? It's kale. According to Dr. Sarah Chen, a leading geriatric nutritionist, over 40% of seniors consuming raw kale regularly report unexpected health issues. While this trendy green is celebrated for its impressive nutrient profile, packing 684% of your daily vitamin K per cup, there's a darker side that most health magazines won't tell you about. Let's talk thyroid health first. Kale contains potent compounds called goitrogens that can reduce your thyroid function by up to 30%. Dr. Chen explains, "What we're seeing in patients over 65 is concerning. The same compounds that make kale healthy for younger adults can trigger fatigue, unexplained weight gain, and that frustrating brain fog feeling in seniors, especially those with existing thyroid conditions." Recent studies from Mayo Clinic show this risk doubles if you're taking thyroid medication. But here's what's really shocking. Kale's oxalate levels are among the highest in any vegetable, 17 times higher than spinach. For seniors with kidney concerns, these oxalates are like tiny crystals waiting to form painful kidney stones. A 2023 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors consuming raw kale 3 times weekly showed a 60% higher risk of developing kidney stones. However, don't throw away your kale just yet. Here's the good news. Cooking transforms this potentially problematic vegetable into a safe, nutritious option. Steaming or sautéing kale for just 5 minutes reduces its goitrogen content by 65% and oxalate levels by 70%, reports Dr. Chen. The key is proper preparation. Steam or sauté your kale instead of eating it raw, and think twice before adding it to your morning smoothie. For those on blood thinners, be especially mindful of portions. Even 1 cup of kale can affect warfarin's effectiveness by up to 25%. Speaking of blood-thinning medications, wait until you hear about our next vegetable, spinach. The latest research about this common salad green has left many health experts concerned, especially for seniors taking certain medications. 2. Spinach. Think that daily spinach salad is your ticket to better health? Well, hold on to your fork. There's something you need to know about this popular leafy green. While spinach is packed with nutrients, it can actually cause some unexpected issues for many seniors. First, let's talk about those blood-thinning medications you might be taking. If you're on warfarin or similar medications, your daily spinach habit could be secretly working against you. It's all because of spinach's high vitamin K content, which can interfere with how well your blood-thinning medicine works. Many seniors have learned this the hard way during their regular blood tests, wondering why their numbers suddenly changed. Here's another surprise about spinach that most people don't know. It can actually make it harder for your body to absorb calcium. Yes, that's right. Even though spinach contains calcium, your body has trouble using it. This is especially important if you're watching your bone health or dealing with osteoporosis. It's like having a bank account you can't withdraw from. But don't worry, you don't have to give up spinach completely. The simple solution? Cook it. When you cook spinach, you're making it much safer and easier for your body to handle. Try sautéing it with a bit of olive oil and garlic, or add it to your soups. Not only will it taste better, but your body will thank you too. And speaking of everyday vegetables that need a closer look, wait until you hear about potatoes. You might be surprised to learn how this dinner table favorite could be affecting your blood sugar. 3. Potatoes. Now let's talk about America's favorite vegetable, the potato. Whether mashed, baked, or fried, potatoes show up on most dinner tables almost every day. But for seniors, this common comfort food needs a closer look, especially if you're watching your blood sugar or heart health. Here's what your regular potato serving might be doing. Imagine your blood sugar as a roller coaster. Up and down it goes after eating potatoes. Why? Potatoes are packed with starch that turns into sugar in your body really quickly. For seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes, this can be tricky to handle. Many of our viewers have shared how surprised they were when checking their blood sugar after a potato-heavy meal. But the bigger concern? It's not just the potatoes themselves, it's how we typically prepare them. Those crispy French fries and crunchy potato chips might taste amazing, but they're actually transformed into something quite different from the humble potato they started as. When potatoes are fried at high temperatures, they create compounds that aren't so friendly to your health, especially for your heart. Here's the good news. You don't have to break up with potatoes completely. The secret is in how you prepare them. Try baking or boiling your potatoes instead of frying. Even better, let them cool down after cooking and then reheat them. This simple trick actually makes them easier on your blood sugar. And here's a tasty tip. Sprinkle some herbs and a touch of olive oil on your baked potato, instead of loading it with butter and sour cream. Speaking of vegetables that need special attention, let's move on to eggplant. Many seniors don't realize that this purple beauty, while delicious, can have some surprising effects on joint pain. 4. Eggplant. If eggplant parmesan is your favorite dish, you might want to hear this, especially if you've been dealing with achy joints or digestive issues. This beautiful purple vegetable, while delicious in many dishes, has a hidden side that's catching many seniors by surprise. Have you ever noticed your joints feeling a bit more stiff or achy after eating eggplant? You're not imagining things. Eggplant belongs to a family of vegetables called nightshades, and they contain something called solanine. Think of solanine as a tiny troublemaker that can spark inflammation in your body. For many seniors already dealing with arthritis or joint pain, eating eggplant might be secretly adding to their discomfort without them realizing it. Your stomach might also have something to say about eggplant. Many of our viewers have shared stories about unexpected digestive issues after enjoying their favorite eggplant dishes. Some experience bloating, others get uncomfortable cramps. It's different for everyone. The tricky part is that these reactions might not show up right away, making it hard to connect the dots between what you ate and how you feel. But before you say goodbye to your beloved eggplant parmesan, here's something that might help. Try peeling your eggplant before cooking it. The skin contains the highest concentration of those troublesome compounds. Also, soaking sliced eggplant in salt water for about 30 minutes before cooking can make it gentler on your system. Many seniors find they can still enjoy eggplant this way without the unwanted effects. Now let's move on to talk about cabbage, another seemingly innocent vegetable that might be causing more trouble than you'd expect, especially for your digestion. 5. Cabbage. Let's talk about cabbage, a vegetable that many of us grew up eating in coleslaw, sauerkraut, or grandma's famous cabbage rolls. While it's packed with good nutrients, cabbage can be quite the troublemaker for some seniors, especially when it comes to digestion and certain health conditions. Ever wondered why you feel bloated after eating coleslaw? Here's what's happening. Cabbage contains natural sugars that are tough for our bodies to break down. As we age, our digestive system becomes more sensitive, and these sugars can cause uncomfortable gas and bloating. Many of our viewers tell us they've had to skip family barbecues or limit their favorite coleslaw because of this very issue. But there's another side to cabbage that might surprise you, especially if you're dealing with thyroid issues. Just like its cousin kale, cabbage contains compounds that can interfere with your thyroid medication. Several of our senior viewers discovered this connection when their thyroid numbers suddenly changed during regular checkups, and the only thing different in their routine was adding more raw cabbage to their diet. The good news? You don't have to give up your favorite cabbage dishes completely. The secret is in the preparation. Cooking your cabbage helps break down those hard-to-digest sugars and reduces the compounds that affect your thyroid. Try sautéing it with a bit of garlic and olive oil or add it to soups. Many seniors find they can enjoy cooked cabbage without any issues at all. Now let's move on to something that might really surprise you. Mushrooms. While they're not technically a vegetable, they're on our list for some very important reasons that every senior needs to know about. 6. Mushrooms. Now let's shine a light on mushrooms, those tasty fungi that add flavor to so many dishes. While they're not technically a vegetable, they deserve a special spot on our list. Why? Because when it comes to seniors' health, not all mushrooms are created equal, and some preparation methods could be causing unnecessary risks. Here's something most people don't realize. Eating raw mushrooms, even the common white button ones from the grocery store, isn't the best idea. You know those fancy salad bars with raw mushroom slices? You might want to skip those. Raw mushrooms contain compounds that can be harsh on your digestive system, especially for seniors who find their stomachs becoming more sensitive with age. Many of our viewers have shared stories about uncomfortable digestive issues after eating raw mushrooms in salads. But there's more to the mushroom story. If you're taking any blood pressure medications or blood thinners, and many seniors are, you need to be extra careful with certain mushroom supplements. Those trendy reishi or shiitake supplements at the health food store might sound promising, but they can actually interfere with your medications in ways you wouldn't expect. The simple solution? Cook your mushrooms thoroughly. When you cook them, you're not only making them safer to eat, but also making their nutrients more available for your body to use. Try sautéing them with a bit of garlic and olive oil, or add them to your soups and stir-fries. And if you're thinking about trying any mushroom supplements, always check with your doctor first. Speaking of everyday foods that need special attention, let's talk about corn. You might be surprised to learn what this summer barbecue favorite could be doing to your blood sugar. 7. Corn. Let's talk about everyone's favorite summer vegetable, corn on the cob. While those sweet golden kernels might bring back memories of backyard barbecues and family picnics, corn can be tricky for seniors to digest and might be affecting your blood sugar more than you realize. Ever noticed how corn seems to pass through your system without really being digested? There's a reason for that. Corn has a tough outer shell that our bodies, especially aging digestive systems, have trouble breaking down. Many of our senior viewers have shared how corn can lead to uncomfortable bloating and digestive issues. As one viewer from Florida told us, "I love corn, but sometimes it feels like corn doesn't love me back." But here's the bigger concern: corn's effect on blood sugar. Even though it tastes sweet, many people don't realize that corn is actually closer to a starch than a vegetable. That means it can raise your blood sugar quickly, something that's especially important for seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes. Think of it like eating a slice of bread. That ear of corn has about the same effect on your blood sugar. The good news? You don't have to say goodbye to corn forever. The key is portion size and timing. Instead of eating a whole ear of corn, try enjoying just half. Better yet, pair it with some protein like grilled chicken or fish. This helps slow down how quickly the corn sugars enter your bloodstream. And here's a helpful tip from our viewers. Fresh corn actually has less impact on blood sugar than canned or processed corn products. Now, let's move on to something that might surprise you: asparagus. While it's often considered a healthy choice, there are some important things seniors need to know about this popular spring vegetable. 8. Asparagus. Ever wondered why your urine has that distinct smell after eating asparagus? Well, that's just one of the unique things about this popular vegetable. But there's more to asparagus than just its infamous after effect, especially if you're dealing with certain health conditions that many seniors face. Here's something most people don't know about asparagus. It's incredibly high in purines. What are purines, you might ask? Think of them as natural compounds that can trigger gout attacks in sensitive people. If you've ever experienced the intense pain of gout in your joints, you know exactly how important it is to avoid foods that might cause a flare-up. Many of our viewers have learned about this connection the hard way after enjoying a big serving of grilled asparagus at a family dinner. There's another surprise about asparagus. It's a natural diuretic, meaning it makes you urinate more frequently. While this might be helpful for some people, it can be problematic if you're already taking diuretic medications, often called water pills. As one of our viewers shared, "I had no idea why I was making so many bathroom trips until my doctor asked about my asparagus intake." But don't cross asparagus off your shopping list just yet. The key is moderation. Try limiting your portion to just a few spears instead of loading up your plate. And if you're taking diuretic medications, try eating your asparagus earlier in the day rather than with dinner. This way, those extra bathroom trips won't interrupt your sleep. Now, let's talk about our final vegetable, peas. These little green gems might seem harmless, but there's something important you need to know, especially if you're watching your blood sugar. 9. Peas. Last but not least, let's talk about those little green spheres that roll around on your plate. Peas. They might look innocent enough, but peas have some surprising effects that every senior should know about, especially if you're watching your blood sugar or dealing with joint issues. Here's something that catches most people off guard. Peas are actually more like beans than vegetables when it comes to how your body processes them. That's right. These tiny green balls are packed with natural sugars and starches that can send your blood sugar on an unexpected ride. Many of our viewers who carefully watch their diabetes were surprised when their after-dinner blood sugar readings were higher than usual after enjoying a generous serving of peas. But there's more to the pea story. Just like asparagus, peas contain those pesky purines we talked about earlier. If you're prone to gout attacks or joint pain, a big bowl of peas might not be your best friend. One of our viewers from Texas learned this lesson after adding peas to his daily dinner routine, only to notice his joints becoming more uncomfortable. The good news? You don't have to say goodbye to peas completely. The secret is in the portion size. Try limiting yourself to just a quarter cup of peas instead of a full serving. Better yet, mix them with other low-starch vegetables to help slow down their effect on your blood sugar. And here's a clever tip from our community. Frozen peas actually tend to have less impact on blood sugar than canned ones. Remember, staying healthy as we age doesn't mean giving up all our favorite foods. It's about making smarter choices and understanding how different foods affect our bodies. There you have it. 9 common vegetables that need a bit more attention in our senior years. Remember, this isn't about eliminating these foods from your life completely. It's about being smarter about how we prepare and enjoy them. Small changes in cooking methods, portion sizes, and timing can make a big difference in how these vegetables affect your health. Every body is different, so pay attention to how you feel after eating these foods. Work with your doctor to find the right balance for your specific health needs. And don't forget to share your own experiences in the comments below. Your story might help someone else in our community make better food choices. Hit that subscribe button for more practical health tips every day.